Hello, I hope you can see me. Welcome to my bathroom. I know that sounds weird, but I wanted to show you some of my favorite products today. So I'm going to put on the hydrogel eye patches, the charcoal mask, the moisture renewing gel mask, the new Plumeria pink clay mask, and while those are drying for a little bit, I'll talk about some of the serums that I've mentioned or will be mentioning, because I don't think they've posted yet. Not all of them, but some of them. Just so you can learn a little bit more about them while the mask's dry, so you can kind of see how they behave. Hence, losing the glasses. First and foremost, I have been a consultant for 10 years. Some of these products are new, some have been around for a bit. So a lot of them are my favorites. Not all of them have been favorites forever, but they're kind of competing with each other, if you will. So the hydrogel eye patches come with these little spatulas, so you can scoop them out of the jar. The sample is just one pair. Sometimes they stick a little. Now you're supposed to put them tip in and you're supposed to trim them, and what I found is I can never get them quite right. So I'm going to use the camera to try to place this puppy without poking myself in the eye. It's never quite perfect, but I want to get the crow's feet area more than I want to get like the under eye area. But they're kind of pink and glittery. I don't know if you can see that. Maybe I hold it up before I put it on. So I refer to this as being like a pink glitter pirate. You know, pirates are eye patches, arg. So if you're looking for the fountain of youth and buried treasure, arg, hence the pirate reference, this is one of those products I think really does a nice job. Now I have dark circles, I don't have bags, but it's important to hydrate. And I think a lot of people take for granted that hydration is necessary, not just on the outside, but also on the inside. So better be drinking your water. Now this is a 30-minute treatment. There's instructions on the inside of the box. I'm just going to set this aside. I have my favorite, the mask applicator. So this goes on clear, so I'll put it on last. This is not as exciting, but this stuff is good. This is our deep cleansing activated charcoal mask. It does not peel off. It washes off gently with warm water, and if we have time, you'll get to see that. I may take it off before it's totally dry, but I put it usually in the T-zone, which is the forehead and the nose. Sometimes I will put it elsewhere, like certain times I break out because of a monthly hormonal shift. You know what I'm talking about, girls. And it helps a little there. I mean, one of the serums I'm not showing today is the pore purifying serum, which comes from the same Clear Proof line. And that's the one I use ahead of time as I anticipate my monthly cycle so that I can treat my T-zone and then my chin, which is the other area I get them a lot. I'm not sure why. I guess as old women we get zits around here. So that is the charcoal mask. I give this mask applicator a quick rinse, and then I will continue to use it with the clay mask, which is great because we don't have a clay mat. Well, we can used to, and this is limited edition, but I'm hoping they'll make it regular line. Don't mind me as I whack my wrist into my glass sink. But this stuff, as you can see, is a very nice light pink. And I'm going to put it here on my cheeks, not on the eye patch, but below. So you'll see that as it dries. Now the gray mask, it's funny, it changes color, it gets lighter. And what happens is the light white spots are kind of sort of, oh, I forgot how now. The dark ones are the oily patches, and the light spots are kind of more various bacteria that you're trying to pull out of your face. So I will have like polka dotty over here. I may have to turn a fan on to speed up the process, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to then use the remainder of my face for the hydrogel, listen to me, the moisture renewing gel mask. It reminds me of the hydrogel because it's like almost a clear moisturizing gel mask. But this one you can sleep with overnight. The others you don't want to do that with. But this one is great if you have dry skin or you just have patches of dry skin. But this is just so you can see it in action. I know, real glamorous. This is called multi-masking. And I have a slide that I will post if I haven't already. I always forget the order that I posted things in. That basically shows different places you can put your masking. So this way I've got several masks on at once targeting different zones, including the eye patches. So while this is drying, as I said, this is a 30-minute mask, this is a 10-minute mask, this is a 30-minute eye patch, and this is a 10-minute or longer mask, the only one you can really get away with wearing overnight. All of them wash off gently, and we have this really cute limited edition towel that when people buy the mask and applicator as a bundle, they get. And of course it's dark gray because, you know, If you put this stuff on a white towel, it's going to stain. So this is what I'll use to wash off my mask. And I thought it was such a nice gift with purchase for someone who's buying the mask for themselves. Maybe they're getting the mask as a gift for somebody else, and they can either keep the towel for themselves, or perhaps that goes with the gift that they're giving to their friend. I mean, school's about to start, and make a nice teacher's gift, you know what I'm saying? So while the timer is going on my watch, set this for 10. We may go 15, but I've already been talking for a few. I want to tell you a little bit about these different serums. So the one I don't have in front of me is the Pore Purifying Serum. It is from that same white and gray green packaging of our Clearproof line, and I use that to kind of prep my skin as I know I'm going to break out because of hormonal shifts in my body every month, usually around the jawline, also around my nose where I put my glasses, and the side of my face where I tend to put my phone. If you have maskne, that Pore Purifying Serum is great for pre-treating your skin where the mask tends to rub against your face. Yes, autofocus is going crazy right now. I'll stop moving my hands. Because what I found is it's a great way to pre-treat your skin so you don't get maskne in the first place. We don't want maskne, obviously. And you may have someone who has acne-prone skin. I would still recommend a good skincare regimen. And if they want to use, we have a Clearproof line. It's sort of our version of Proactive, you know, by Rodan & Fields, only we don't use a vending machine. We have a live person, me, who helps you figure out which components of the set do you need. Just cleanser, moisturizer? Do you need the toner? How much toner do you use? If you back off on the toner, do you need the gel? That's the, like acne treatment gel for active zits. I use that once it's gone past and it's actually got a white head or a black head and it needs to go away. So I have acne treatment gel in my drawer cabinet here at all times. But what I found was, for me personally, I don't want to have that on my face because, you know, benzoyl peroxide and what's the other thing? Not salicylic acid. It'll come back to me. There's a couple of different products that are out there that are used to treat acne, and that's one of them. And as I said, now it's going to drive me crazy. Let me look. Benzoyl peroxide's in the acne treatment gel. I'll have to pull up the serum later, and maybe I can put it in the comments of the post. But you get the idea. Leave it in the cabinet. Other serums I like. Pore Minimizer, since we're talking about pores. This is often paired with the Microderm scrub. So you gently, really fine particulate scrub, spa grade, round oxide crystals, scrub your pores. Lots of water, trust me on that. And then you would put this on afterwards to help kind of rehydrate, but also tighten and tone. And this is supposed to help minimize pore size. This can be used several times a week, not just with the microdermabrasion, but you don't microderm and then not hydrate. Gotcha? Always hydrate after a scrub or peel. And let's see what else we have here. The Tone Correcting Serum. This helps with brightness and discoloration. So if you kind of have that weird blotchiness going on, this is your friend. I like this one because it kind of comes out very pearlescent, very much like its packaging. And a lot of our serums can be used together. Like our skincare can be used mix and match, like our masks can be used mix and match. A lot of our serums can be used mix and match. It's basically, sorry, I'm getting a pop-up. I can talk to them later. What I found is you got to be careful about certain things. Like if you use retinol, and I have that too. I did not pull that out, but I can show you it. The retinol serum, I'm not taking them in any particular order. It is retinol 0.5. This is cosmeceutical. You know, we're talking the good stuff. Gold standard in anti-aging as far as, you know, getting your collagen and elastin to kick in. There's an 8-week retinization process. You don't just start using it because it's so strong, it will part your skin. And of course, to help you with that, there's a Calm and Restore facial milk. So these are used together usually. This can be used anytime. You can mix it, you can use it separately. Oftentimes people keep it in their purse and carry it with them in case their face gets irritated. But this is an example of a product that you use at night and then use sunscreen or a sunblock and a hat during the day. You don't want to have too much sun exposure or it is going to cause damage. So you want to be careful about when you use serums and with what's. That's one of the few that you use by itself. You wouldn't put on your other serums in the same night as that. These other ones, you could literally do a flight of serums together in one night and be fine. Our Voluform Advanced Lifting Serum with our Voluform patented complex. This is great for turkey neck. I used to have multiple chins. Now I have one. A little bit of jolliness. Probably just means I need to use that a little more. We have a Biocellulose Lifting Mask, which is like a K-Beauty sheet mask, not unlike the K-Beauty eye patches I'm wearing. And I can use the serum from that it's like coconut water on my neck, but because the mask stops here, this is where this picks up right here at the neck. I found that I used it on my whole face, but then once I started using retinol, I didn't need this lifting serum as much. It's kind of funny how when you switch serums or switch products, suddenly another product isn't needed as much. And I always tell people, I'm not going to sell you every single product we make. I'll only give you the ones that I really feel are going to benefit you. And if you don't feel that way, you can always return or exchange it. It's called 100% satisfaction guarantee. That's on any of our products, even if they've been used. And we can't resell them, obviously. They go get thrown out, or I demo them on a tray where it's not touching anybody. It's getting squirted onto a tray, or it becomes a display piece like this for photographs. But yeah, I can't resell something that's opened. I would never donate something that's been opened, obviously. Don't worry about that. But I know that people are concerned with what's going to happen. I get free replacement from the company. I don't have to worry about being out the money. I can get another one that I can send to you if it's broken or the wrong formula. And if it's just you changed your mind, I give you a refund. I get the other product and I sell it and I make my money back. No charge for shipping, no charge for the product. I think that's pretty sweet. So this is the older packaging, but we now have a replenishing serum plus C and E. Vitamins for your face. But it also has a little gauge on the side to let you know how quickly you're using it up. It smells amazing. I don't know what it is about this one. It's addicting. I love the smell of this one. So if I had to pick one, my vitamin C plus E is the one I cannot live without. And for a while there, we had vitamin C squares, and then we used those to boost the other serums. And then I think they got smart and just decided to boost the serum itself. But that's basically my 4 or 5, I guess 6 technically, favorite serums. We make a lot of them. We make a lot of, well, not a lot of masks. We're getting into the masking thing a little bit. And of course, my timer is about to go off. I know it's not dry yet. You may or may not be able to see the spots. I do post a photo of me with the mask dry, but you can see the clay mask is drying up nicely. The gel mask is still kind of hydrating because, it's meant to. And of course, I'm looking at myself instead of the camera. The camera's over here. Hi. I just have trouble finding the camera sometimes when I do these videos. Don't mind me. But if you have any questions or concerns about ingredients, did you know I can look up the ingredients on all of our products? Yes, they put some stuff on the label, but if you're that concerned, for example, one of our products here, I'm going to show you it. I'm not going to demo it right now, but I used to use it up here on my forehead where I have this little dimple. It's our deep wrinkle filler. This has encapsulated resveratrol. It's basically a form of retinol, and it has to be used at night along with the Time Wise Repair Night Moisturizer. I don't currently use that, but if I did, I would have to use that at night. Well, 1, it's a night cream, but 2, because it's got, again, encapsulated retinol, and now we have the retinol, so I don't use that moisturizer. I use Time Wise 3D because for me, that's the perfect go-to cleanser, moisturizer, and eye cream. Although there are times when I like I don't know if I'm going to cover eye creams tomorrow, so I better mention them briefly. Bonus! This is the Firming Eye Cream, under eye only, for dark circles. This is what I use. This is great for hydration, but this is great for dark circles. And it's just this little pump head. It's very convenient. Don't mind that. Then we have the 3D eye cream. Basically replace the old eye cream, but it's part of the skincare set. I thought that was pretty bright, instead of having it separate. Whereas this one, it's a standalone, can be used with any skincare set. And then we have the Voluform, again, Glare eye cream. It's the same system as this guy here. And it's got this beautiful rounded head. So the goop comes out the flat side, and then you massage it into your eye, and then you flip it over and you massage your eye with this cool zinc tip. Not unlike the jade roller I was promoting in my giveaway, which I have one for myself, because why wouldn't I? See, I would use this with the moisturizing gel mask, maybe with the biocellulose mask. I wouldn't necessarily use it with the clay mask. But the idea about the jade is it's got healing properties, and it's cool, and it's soothing, and it reduces swelling. It's not a Mary Kay product, but I think it just lends itself nicely with Mary Kay products, which is why I'm mentioning it in the first place. Yes, we're literally in my bathroom, and I'm grabbing stuff. Pardon my own underarm. And while I'm thinking of it, we mentioned the microdermabrasion. What if you like the idea of exfoliation, but you don't like the idea of a scrub? Well, this has been sitting in my cabinet for a while. This is the glycolic peel, and this is great because it's a pump. It's a kind of whitish cream. It goes on very thin, sits for 10 minutes, tingles a little bit, and then you wash it off, and it basically sloughs off the dead skin. It's light, it's gentle, and it's not meant to hurt. And one of the other things, I don't count this as a supplement. This is actually part of our natural line, but I use it like a supplement. The natural oil, I told you, this is all in my bathroom. I use this on my cuticles, my wispy hair, and after I've masked, midday, when I don't necessarily want to put on my moisturizer with SPF again if I'm indoors, this is a nice little treat. It smells amazing. It's like gold. I love this stuff. And then, of course, if I were going to do my regular nightly routine, I'd be using our night moisturizer, which has various peptides, which are building blocks that your body uses to help repair damage at night. During the day, usually I use this guy, the SPF 31. And then this is the non-SPF, because sometimes you don't need to put on SPF, but you still want to moisturize, like a midday or a day where you're indoors. This is what comes with the skincare set, but I can easily switch this out at no cost to you. Just tell me, you don't need the SPF, you're sensitive or whatever. That is what I mean about how Mary Kay is mix and match and so user-friendly. I think it's important to know that you have choices. And, pardon my arm, one more thing. I may or may not get to this. I hope I remember to, but just in case I don't. Oil-free eye makeup remover. You see how it's got two phases? Maybe you can see it better. It's a waterproof and a non-waterproof formula. You mix them together, you put them in your cotton round, you wipe off your makeup. That's just for the eye area. We also have micellar water for the rest of your face. It's like a magnet. It kind of pulls dirt towards it. So you use a cotton round, not near the eyes. You get the rest of the face. But this is a pre-rinse. It's sort of like sweeping before mopping. You still need to wash your face. But if you're at the gym and you're on the go, these two and one of these, you know, quick way to wash your face until you get home. And I think it's a great option because it's inexpensive, easy to get your hands on. And, I mean, you have travel size versions. So if you're on the go, let me know. And often I make those gift with purchase, but some people might want to, you know, have one on hand. And I'll just include it as a little something extra. Order is $50 or more, you know, something like that. So it's great to have the travel size version in case you need them when you are going out and about, because they'll meet the TSA requirements of a certain ounceage. I'm going to put these back so I don't misplace them later. Don't mind me as I'm trying not to drop things. Sorry about that. It happens. I'll deal with that later. But we're going to now wash the masks off. I just wanted you to see this before, because it's going to get a little messy. You know what? I'm just going to cheat. It's faster. I should have had a basin. Didn't. And this is so you can see it's not a green screen. It's really my shower curtain. I've done the green screen before just in case, but we're not going to bother. So we're going to peel off these. Pardon me, as I missed the trash can. I'm just having one of those days, you know what I mean? So you're going to see how easily this charcoal mask washes off. Let me get my hand in the... Boom. No peeling. No scrubbing. Just a little, getting them in the hairline a little bit, but that happens. And this is actually not a warm towel. This is a cold towel. I could have done warm water. I just wanted to wash it off quickly for you. So you can see how quickly, I missed a few spots, but what I love about this, again, as I said, is it's a dark towel. It's not staining. I can just throw this right in the wash and it'll come out looking just fine. Now, if I were using a cleanser, and I can show you that, here's my sonic brush. I like to wet the head first. Now, I might be over exfoliating, but I want you just to see it in action. So I've got my 3-in-1 cleanser here. Make sure I didn't miss anything. I'm going to put the soap on my face and then use the brush, because I find when I put it in the brush, it gets stuck in the bristles, and it is not as efficient. So this was like a clear gel with little bitty, no, not microbeads, but exfoliating. If you get the cream, which is the normal skin to dry skin formula, as opposed to the combination oily, I'm just literally using up a bottle that's almost empty. This thing has a USB charging port. It is waterproof. It is sonic by definition, how fast it runs, and it has 3 speeds. And I'm going to make a mess. So I'll use it on the lowest setting. And you just focus on one area for 15 seconds, upward and outward circular motion. And I'm keeping an eye on the time. I think I'm at the 30-minute mark, so we'll keep this quick. But you get the idea. Get everywhere that I put mask. Don't get it in your eyes. Now, of course, you know, proper rinse and pat dry would be necessary. I'm just going to use part of the towel because I didn't use the whole thing when I ran it under the shower head. Because we don't want to leave the soap on. It'll get kind of tacky if you do that. But this point, my face is very fresh, refreshed. Oh, especially if it's been hot and sticky, like it's been the last few days here in New England. It's kind of humid. So like I was telling you earlier, I'm going to use my almond oil as opposed to one of the cream moisturizers, because I can. And as I drop everything. See, if this were YouTube, I would have edited out this, and all you would see is like a little swipe or something. But you're getting the real crust in here, so eyedropper style. Maybe 4 drops. Rub it in. Lightly dampen face. And upward, outward. Always upward, outward. Never down. You don't want to make wrinkles. And just so you know, that sonic brush, if you wanted to massage your neck with a serum, this head comes off. And we have this. So where I put the almond oil, or I put that lifting serum, I can do this. You can see where I got the zits from, well, you know what week it is. So it's really neat to have these multiple attachments. Normally the brush comes this way. There's a deluxe set that lets you buy the massage head, or it can get it separately at a later date. That's always an option. Now I was about to drop my toothbrush, which is not made by Mary Kay. So, like the brush, just in case you were wondering, the brush is returnable, just like the product. So for any reason your brush breaks or isn't working or does not meet your expectations, you can return or exchange it just like you can the products itself. I know that sounds bizarre, but hey, it's got our name on it, right? So that return policy really comes in handy as far as taking care of you, making sure you're happy with your product, and making sure that in the end, I've done my job serving your needs properly. So if, again, questions, hit me up. Love to see comments in the replay. And I hope you're having a great afternoon, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.